All right. Just waiting to see if anybody's going to join up in a few or not. I'm going to go on my socials, just make sure that's all settled. Alright. As for today, we have made it to the Boneyard. This is the last major settlement before the end, actually. For quite honestly, isn't that long a game. Anyway. See Lorraine, Scav from Aditum. Hi, are you new here? Yeah, can you fill me in a little? I suppose, what do you need to know? Who are you? I'm Lorraine. Can I ask you a few questions? I suppose, what do you need to know about? Can you give me some information about LA Boneyard? It used to be a big city called Los Angeles, but the bombs hit really hard. Now there's just Angel's Boneyard. We Addy-towners are just trying to survive in the wreckage. Can you tell me more about Los Angeles? Lots of people lived here. From what I hear, the survivors hid in a big place called the Vault. Came out years later. Some of them started the Regulators and then founded Additum, while the others formed the Blades. The Gunrunners aren't from here originally. And where is this vault? Well, supposedly it was somewhere south of here, but I don't really know. No, really. I think everyone's just left because it was broken. Ask you some more questions? I suppose, what do you need to know about? Tell me a bit about the other residents of Addytown. Who do you want to know about? John Zimmerman, I guess. This is weird. So, I don't recall the previous settlements having such a list like this where you can just ask them. This is the part of the game which feels kind of unfinished. I don't think the Boneyard even has an ending slide, so... So yeah, like, with no ending slide, this place just kind of like... Yeah, it still exists by the time of New Vegas, but like, this feels kind of unfinished. Not unfinished, but underdeveloped, more like it. Obviously has beginning, middle, and end, but it feels last minute in its development. Anyway, tell me about John Zimmerman. By the way, I have no idea who any of the character I'm playing shouldn't know who any of these people are. That's why I say it's like feels underdeveloped. Like, normally we just go around and like talk to people and figure it out. Or we would ask, hey, tell me about who's important, and they run you down a list and say, do you want to know more? But like, just saying, who do you want to know about, and then just giving, and then suddenly I just know a bunch of names. Like, it's strange. Tell me about John Zimmerman. John Zimmerman. Zimmerman watches over our town. He makes sure that everyone gets fed and that everybody has a job to do. Can I ask you about someone else? Tell me about Caleb. Caleb is the leader of the Regulars. It's his job to protect Addytum. He seems to enjoy it a little more than he should. How about Miles? A resident chemist. Miles makes bullets, and he also built the water distiller that makes sure we get clean water from the well. He's working on an underground farm right now, but he's missing some parts. Can I ask you about something else? Someone else? Tyne? Tyne runs the shop. It's in the bunker near the gate. He trades with the hub merchants for us. Tell me about Smitty. Smitty is a tinkerer of sorts. He's good at repair work. He casts bullets and fixes broken stuff around town. Can I ask you about someone else? Nobody. Nice talking to you. I just realized I didn't get my water, so I think after I'm done talking to her, I'll go get it. What do you do for a living? I'm a scab. I work with Samael to collect stuff from the ruins, so that we can use it to build or trade. Why doesn't everybody here do that? Well, you got death claws out there, plus the regulators take a percentage off the top, plus some other protection here, plus some protection here in Aditum. Guess people don't have the upfront cash or the guts to stare a Deathclaw in the eye. What's the deal with the regulators? They keep peace around here and control all the money coming in and going out. The rest of the people here are pretty much work for the regulators, and that ain't the most forgiving job. Many of them don't ever see beyond the fence that surrounds this place. Very nasty. Can I ask you some other things? I suppose. What do you need to know about? I guess that's it. Nice talking to you. So yeah, this is a thing, an interesting thing. If you've only played Fallout 3, you might remember the regulators in that. And they were a bit different. They were like traditionally good, but here they kind of run this place like their own fiefdom. Like everybody here is just serfs working for them. And as we'll see, it goes a bit even deeper than that. And I'll be right back to get my water. And we're back. Alright, let's talk to Thin Man in a White Smock. I don't believe we met. I'm Miles. What can I do for you? I'm looking around. That smock makes you look like a scientist. Where are you studying? I'm a chemist mostly. I make primer and powder so that we can reuse the brass casings from bullets, but I also dabble with some other chemicals. So you make bullets for Additum? Yes, although Smitty is the one who actually casts the bullets. I just refill the brass casings. But the hub merchants make a profit off you in the town. Yes, well, we have to make a living. Since the hydroponic farms aren't functioning, we have to buy food from the merchants. And bullets are the only thing we have to sell. I could get you the parts to fix the hydroponic farms. Really? That would be wonderful. We're just missing a few parts, but I'm sure that if you could scrounge up the right pieces, we could be self-sufficient. Samael might be able to give you some help. Alright, let's go talk to Samael. That him? Hey, I don't believe we've met. You are? I'm Hank Keller. Pleasure's mine. I'm called Samael. Miles, what do you do here? I'm a scavenger. My job is to search out all of LA Boneyard for useful items and information. Dangerous work. Why is it dangerous? Well, you got the death claws out there, and then you got the regulators back here in Additum. Both ain't the most forgiving types. How do you avoid the death claws? We only work at night, and we're good at what we do. But I'll admit, not everyone always comes back. Last week I sent a guy up north to look for some parts for Miles, and we haven't heard from him since. The last transmission I got from him was that he found the parts and was on his way back. Hey, we see each other once more. What's up? Miles said I should talk to you about parts for his hydroponic farms. Do you know anything about that? Ah, yes. As a matter of fact, I do. Last week I sent a guy up north to look for the parts for Miles, but we haven't heard from him since. Oh, it is different. He found the parts and was on his way back. I haven't had time to check on it personally yet, and I don't want to lose another person to whatever may have caused his disappearance. Tough break. Great, thank you. I'll search the area for the missing parts. I'll let you know if I find your missing friend. Would you? That'd be great. Like I said, things have been busy here and we can't afford to be losing more people. Alright. A middle-aged man in civilian clothing. What do you want? Who are you? I'm John Zimmerman, mayor of Additum. What is it to you? Your guard said you had a job for me. I might. Have you ever dealt with a vicious, murdering band of thieves before? I've dealt with a few. Good, then you know how ruthless and bloodthirsty they can be. The Blades are the worst of them all. I'm afraid we're a humble, God-fearing town that is only trying to survive, and these monsters prey on us. He whispers under his breath, and our children. What do you mean prey on you? Well, the regulators keep them from attacking us outright. But it's all they can do to keep our little community safe. They try to sneak in at night to kill our citizens, or to kidnap our children, and he stops a moment to compose himself before continuing. Just last week, one of them burst through the north gate in the middle of the night with dynamite strapped to his body to blow up the regulators' barracks. No doubt to weaken us enough so that they could launch a full-scale attack. And what happened to him? Luckily, the regulators killed him before he could complete his plan. I saw his body myself. I see. What would you like me to do about it? I'll give you 2,000 caps to kill their leader. I want that bitch's head. You seem to have something personal against her. She had my son kidnapped. tortured and killed. They left him impaled on a post right outside the gates. Those sick bastards. I'll take the job. Thank the gods. Finally, my son shall be avenged. The Blades camp is to the north of here. Come back when you've done the job. Right. Sounds like a pretty simple job, I guess. And he quickly stares intensely into your eyes and... Where are you talking to me? They'll hear you, no? Who are you? Don't let anyone else know, or they'll come... why are you so jumpy? Jumpy? I'm not jumpy, just careful. They all say I'm paranoid, but I'm the one that's gonna be here when they come to get us. Come to get you? Who's coming to get you? Nothing you can do will help. I've never talked to that guy in my life. I have no idea what his deal is, but I do know you see a strong, stout man with a bushy beard. Hello, lad. What might you be looking for today? Who are you? Well, I'm McRae. I helped Blade summons the Death Claws and the Regulator bunch. Teach them a bit about protecting them. Teach him a bit about protecting themselves against those nasties. What kind of stuff do you teach them? Well, my specialty is fighting moon fists and taking a punch or two more than the guy throwing them at me. Do you think you could teach me anything? You seem to be an alright lad, but me time's busy with keeping the Blades schooled. If things were to straighten themselves, I might have the time then. Alright, can I ask you something else? What can you tell me about the Blades? A good group of people is what the Blades are. Stuck to your damn Regulators and Death Claws. Ain't meant the happiest life for them, but they survive. Alright. Can I say something else? Nothing, I guess. Alright. Dugan, the Nuka-Cola addict of the Blades. Yes? I'm just looking around, thanks. Well, stop wasting my time. Yes? What do you do around here? I pontificate on life a lot and help the Blades understand the true meaning of Nuka-Cola. What's so good about Nuka-Cola? It is the stuff of life. Well, actually, if I don't drink it on an hourly basis, I get splitting headaches. Is that all? That doesn't seem to help anyone that much. So, he raises his eyebrows at you. How much of that stuff do you drink? About 5 liters a day. Can I ask you something else? Who's in charge around here? Razor's the woman you want to talk to. Never mind. I know there's another weird guy around here. You see an intense young man. Hello, I don't think I've seen you around here before. Can I help you with anything? Who are you? I'm Mitchell, my wife's Christine, and I live here as Blades and help with what we can. Tell me a little about LA Boneyard? Sure, to the south is Aditum. Over the northeast, you'll find the Gun Runners. But you'll have to get through the Death Claws to get to them. To the west is the Followers of the Apocalypse, and to the far south, I've heard there is some kind of church. Why do you all live here? It's not as bad as it seems. Regulators and the Death Claws can cause problems, but our leader, Razor, has helped us a great deal over the past months. More recently, McRae has been showing us how to protect ourselves better. So already, the story that these guys are just a bunch of random, criminals kind of being, It's not maybe as clear cut as it first was presented. Now you see a very beautiful woman with a sad look in her eyes. Can I help you? Are you the leader of this gang? Gang? We're hardly a gang, but I'm the only one. But I am the one they all come to for direction. Zimmerman sent me. Looking a little nervous. What? Did he? To pay you back for killing his son. What? Those fucking pieces of shit. Bastards. I'll kill them. I'll send them all to hell. What are you going... Who are you going to send to hell? The regulators. They were the ones that killed Josh. I never would do anything to hurt Josh. It's the regulators who are running Addington, not Zimmerman. Why would the regulators kill Zimmerman's son? Josh lived here with me. I mean us. We knew the truth about what was going on. The regulators told him if he ever tried to contact his father or return to Addington, they would kill him. They laughed at him. They were so sure he couldn't get to his father. They killed him? What did he do? Late one night, he tried to sneak into town to tell his father what was really going on. I was monitoring the regulators' radio transmissions that night that he got caught. She looks down and shakes her head slowly. Here, it's all on holodisc. Why haven't you given this to Josh's father? It's not like any of us can ever get close to Addington. We'd be shot dead before we even reach the gates. Why don't you get a large group together and take Addington by force? We need better weapons. The gun runners a little ways from here have weapons, but we can't get to them. Why can't you? There's a Deathclaw nest between us and them. We have never even spoken with any of the gun runners. The regulars have the firepower to clear out the Deathclaws, but they don't for some reason. I'll take care. We're gonna find the gun runners. The gun runners are over to the east and then north of here. Be careful. Deathclaws are not to be taken lightly. I've seen Deathclaws tear a man in half with one swipe. I'm gonna go see what I can find out. Alright, let's check out and see what this... I didn't get the holotape, the holodisc. I think it's because it would make me over encumbered, so they didn't give it to me. That's weird. I'm gonna test that actually. I'm gonna see. We haven't done much. Basically, I'm just gonna go talk to Smitty, see what he says. Because that's weird. I know I've gotten it before, but... Oh, you have to ask for it. And you only get one chance to ask for it. Okay, so I ran through that, but basically you can give Zimmerman the holotape, but we're not going to do that because that makes the encounter harder. Because, like I said, this feels like a very underdeveloped part because your choices are, kill Razor, and let the status quo go on with the regulators ruling everything. Or you can go to the gunrunners, arm the blade so that they can run the regulators out of town. Or you show Zimmerman the holotape, but then all that does is the regulators just then kill him, and then you have to fight all the regulators on your own. So, yeah, there's not that much diversity as far as, like, what can actually be done. Alright, what does this... Regulator transmission. We'll read this in just a second. Alright, regulator's transmission log. Message sent. Regulator patrol to regulator base. Come in. Do you copy? Over. Message received. This is regulator base. Principal regulator Caleb responding. Report. Over. Message sent. Sir. Yes, sir. The regulator second class Cravoto reporting. We've apprehended the Zimmerman boy trying to infiltrate our perimeter again, sir. Orders. Over. Message received. Shit. Again? Well, that's the last time that's gonna happen. Eliminate him and make it look like the Blades did it. Understand? Over. Message sent. Sir? Did I copy correctly, sir? Kill him? Over. Message received. That's affirmative. Regulator. Now what messy? Impale him on the guard posts out front. Oh, and cut out his tongue so he can't talk while we attempt to save his sorry ass. Over. Message sent. It shall be done, sir. Over. So these regulators are bad news. Bad. Very bad guys. But first, we need to find our final companion. In the heart of the city, a great library, fortified and restored, rises with foreboding yet graceful presence. You feel a sense of peace. An emblem. This appears to be a religious emblem. And it's a normal library. No twist here. In fact, Actually, you know what? I gotta go for a second. Be right back. I'm so sorry. I just realized I had my thing muted this whole time. Well, I hope you could read fast, because I'm not going through all that again. But basically all she told me was, stuff we kind of already knew. There's a cathedral to the south that's cult members, and that the followers of the apocalypse, the building we're in right now, are a bunch of peace preachers, but are kind of weak. Anyway, Katja, she's the thief of the group, but she's mostly here for an extra gun. Now let's discuss combat. What combat skills do you have? How to be a scrapper from my time in LA Boneyard. I'm good with knives and submachine guns. My favorite is it's throwing knives, of course. Alright, then that means I'm gonna give you the 10 mil. So yeah, that's why I've been holding on to this stuff for so long. She has basically infinite ammo. So far as she lives. For as long as she lives. Use your best weapon. And yeah, she's level 0. She hasn't even leveled up at all. But thankfully she didn't have much to say, so you didn't really miss much. Basically, she's just kind of bored, and she wants to get out of LA because she's never been anywhere else. You see Nicole.
Greetings! Hey! We're very glad you could join us. We hope you have found our humble abode to your satisfaction.
Okay, so I've been trying to, say, who all the voice actors are, and she sounds familiar, so let me look it up first. Alright, she's Pamela Adlon. Let's see. I think. Okay, she's been in a lot of stuff, and I think I know what her most famous role is, but first I want to make sure that she's who she is. Yes. Nicole, Fallout 1997. Apparently she's credited as Pam Segal, but I think I know where I know her voice from, because she sounds familiar. Yes, she voiced Bobby Hill on King of the Hill. Of course. I should have known. Thanks. Can you tell me more about what you worship here?
We don't worship so much as follow a set of principles. We want to bring peace back to this wasteland. The world tends toward destruction, so we try to make a difference.
Yeah, I really hear Bobby Hill now.
We try to remind people why the Great War happened in the first place and help ensure it won't ever happen again.
Have you been successful at all?
We never give up hope. We never will, even though most live by the gun these days. And we are concerned with the children of the cathedral.
What about them?
They claim to want peace like us, but anyone who disagrees with them just disappears. Their dark god is not what he seems. Believe me.
How do you know?
Call it instinct. We've seen Morpheus and the Nightkin, and they don't look like peacemakers to us. Their hospitals and message of peace make them attractive, but we know there's evil there.
Do you have any clues?
A number of our spies have seen Nightkin coming in and out of the back room of the Children's Temple. Something important is back there.
Can I ask you a few more questions?
Ask, and I'll answer if I can.
Tell me a little history behind the followers.
What would you like to know?
Where did the followers start?
Far to the south, near the Great Glow. The times were hard, but we managed to survive. We realized then the Great War must never happen again.
So you started the followers of the apocalypse.
After my parents were killed by marauders. It was time the killing stopped. It's our goal to make this land the way it used to be, before the war.
Sorry about your parents.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, is there anything else you needed to ask me?
Yes, there is.
Ask, and I'll answer if I can.
So, I think I mentioned it, but my mic was off. So, the followers of the apocalypse in this game are pretty well defined. You know, you get to talk to Nicole here, and she explains a lot of it. And they can even help you with taking down the cathedral. But they don't have a happy ending. Their good ending is bugged. Even though, canonically, by the time of New Vegas, they are still around and are, like, a practicing organization still. So they are meant to survive the game. But yeah, also this dialogue tree feels a bit weird. Like, I have to keep asking, like, tell me a little history of behind the followers, and you have to keep restarting the conversation because you can only pick one path at a time. It feels a bit clunkier than a lot of other dialogue paths.
What would you like to know?
Who started it?
After my parents were killed by marauders. It was time the killing stopped. It's our goal to make this land the way it used to be, before the war.
So it could happen again? That's stupid.
Hey, I don't appreciate that. But I'll overlook it if you apologize.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. Please, remember, you're a guest here. Now, is there anything else?
I really wanted to know what I thought she was, like... Maybe I'm just used to stuff like Disco Elysium where you could just be a weirdo and ask, like, thing. Like, I wish that's stupid. Like, I wish I could just ask, hey, but wouldn't that just recreate the world that caused all these problems? Yes,
Ask, and I'll answer if I can. What would you like to know? After my parents were killed by marauders. It was time the killing stopped. It's our goal to make this land the way it used to be, before the war.
Who were the marauders?
We've never found out. Although we've heard a group live up north in an old ruined city. We've let it rest.
Why not? You get revenge.
We're here to make peace, not kill and hatred.
Why are you up here now?
There aren't many left down south. The radiation polluted almost everything. Most of the remaining people followed us to start the organization.
It's still radioactive after 80 years?
Well, the rumor is that there was something so important there that the area was saturated with bombs to ensure everything was wiped out.
Yeah, so that's why... We'll go back to the glow in a bit, but that's basically why the glow is still radioactive, and it's like the only place in the game that's actually super radioactive. Like, contrary to popular belief, radiation just doesn't stick around forever unless you have like a Chernobyl type event. So this place got just hammered with bombs because something in that base we went into, they wanted to make sure it was destroyed. Can I ask you a few more questions?
Ask, and I'll answer if I can. What would you like to know?
What are your goals?
We try to remind people why the Great War happened in the first place, and help we never give up hope. We never will. They claim to want peace like us, but anyone who disagrees, call it instinct. We've seen Morpheus and the Nightkin, and they don't look good. We could use any information. Now, is there anything else you'd like to ask? And I'll answer if I can. What would you like to know? After my parents were killed by marauders. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ask, and I'll answer if I can.
What else do you know about the children of the cathedral?
You've probably seen their hospitals around. They preach peace, but there is something very wrong with them. We need to find out what. Ask, and I'll answer if I can.
Well, no, I don't want to barter. Tell me about... Gotcha.
We know nothing about that.
Tell me about... Ghouls?
We don't know what you're talking about.
Ghoul.
We don't know what you're talking about.
Deathclaw?
We know nothing about that.
Okay, yeah, I think she ain't gonna tell me anymore. Thanks for the information. I'll be going now.
We wish you the best in the journeys ahead. Please feel free to use our base as much as you like.
So yeah, basically the two things she tells you is at the cathedral, there's something weird going on, there's mutants there, and the glow got blown up to high hell for some reason. We'll figure out why in just a bit, but first we see robes from the children of the cathedral. That will be important in a second. Well, that'll be important in a bit, actually. But yeah, that about does it for the followers right now. You can get their help with a mission later on, but we're not going to do that because they muck up the thing. They muck things up and they just kind of get in the way, and they're real weak, and it's better we just leave them here. But I appreciate the information nonetheless. Anyway, so we know the mission now. Wait, let me check. The mission now is to talk to the gun runners and get some guns for the blades. But first we are certainly going to have to save because this next area is not nice. Lay down. I was just talking to my dog. Anyway, we're going to Deathclaw country. Watch out for Deathclaws. Yep. And there's one. So, these guys have how much health? 225. Like, the one Deathclaw is like, we thought before, was like a boss. And now we're in an area where they have at least 3 of them running around every time. And this isn't even like the big one, which we'll get into in a second. Thankfully, we have like a full party, so. As usual, their weakness is the eyes. 80 hit points. And if they don't, should be dead by the next turn. There we go. Nice bloody mess. Unfortunately, like later games, you can't like take their arms and make weapons or anything. What's that? This movie poster for a horror movie film from the pre-war days. I think it's called Ripper. Probably some what were they called? Like I don't know, probably some shot on shitty type movie. XP did I get for killing the Deathclaw anyway? Like, the first Deathclaw was 1,000 XP, but I don't think we're gonna... Oh, it is 1,000 XP per kill. Thank you very much, then I'll take that. I think, well, at least no, I didn't take any damage. You gonna do anything, Ian? I don't think Ian's gonna help this round. I'm just getting walloped right now. Like, I'd be dead right now without the power armor. Like... There we go. So yeah, if you want to get to the gunrunners, you have to fight like 1 or 2 of them every time. You see a warehouse to the north with a moat of glowing goo surrounding it. You see a dead body. Ghouls kind of look like rotting corpses in this game, but in the next game they actually have a new model, or at least a new model is added to the old ones, where it's like, it looks like this, where it's like like a decayed corpse with a Volt suit. I'm not sure if the model for the next game was like supposed to be in this one but got cut, or if they just like saw that one and reused it, but I think it's neat. What is your business here? I'm here to buy. I want to buy weapons. Ah, very good. Customers are always welcome. Come in, but keep your weapons holstered. Go find Zach. He can set you up with anything you need. So this is where you get the really high-end weaponry. You see a gun runner. Hi, I'm Zach. You want to buy weapons? Let me see what you have to trade. Okay, if I can get a discount, I gotta talk to another guy first. But we're gonna buy a minigun and a lot of ammo. So who we want to talk to is a large, well-armed man. It's not often we get visitors. How can I help you? Why didn't you get many visitors? This place isn't very accessible with a nest of those damn Deathclaws right outside our factory. You guys seem fairly well armed. Why don't you go exterminate them? We've gone over there and taken out a few, but they always seem to come back. Besides, we're machinists, not fighters. What would you give me if I went in there and took care of them? If you get rid of the Deathclaws once and for all, you could name your price. I have some friends who could really use some of your weapons. You clear the Deathclaws, all of them, and you got yourself a deal. Okay, I'll do that. Can you give me a discount? Sure. Great. Show me what you got. Alright. So I need to work my way up to 7,000 caps. Let's start pretty easy. Oh yeah, this won't be any problem at all. Let's just sell everything and see what we can get. So we got about 4,000 caps we can also spend. I really like bartering because you can basically you never have to spend any money. You can just trade stuff for like the value they're worth. It's really cool. Do I have any rockets? Should buy at least like 3 of them, I think. Yeah, 3 of those. How much for all of them? A little too much. Maybe I can get some money out of it. Alright, I'll give back 4 to 50. And then I'll give back 2. See, why do they... If math class was this interesting, I would have paid attention more. Good trade. Obviously, we'll need more money, more ammo down the line because the minigun eats that shit up, but for right now, we should be fine. Trade. Now, before we actually go and help the gun runners and take out the Deathclaws, there is one thing we have to deal with first. This guy. Dead merchant, and he has the pump parts. I don't think I'm gonna have to fight any Deathclaws this time. I think we killed them all. They do respawn, though. We actually have to go down there and kill where they're coming from. But that's for next time. Right now, though, we need to go and deliver this pump part. I think Samael will give us some money. Hey, good news, I found your guy. Bad news, he's very dead. Damn, figured as much, thanks. Here, take this for your troubles, it's the least I can do, and gave me 200 caps. Have you found the parts yet? Yes, here they are. Those are them, but it looks like Smitty is gonna have to do a little work on them. Can you take them over for him? Sure, I'll be back after he's fixed them. I forget where Smitty is actually. I think he's in here. Or is he this guy over here? May it be a service? I'm just looking around, thanks. And what do you think of our town? You've done remarkably well considering the hostile circumstances. Thank you. It's been difficult. We lose people to the death claws sometimes, and the winters can be hard, especially when the hub chairs don't come, but we are surviving. Good luck. Good journeys, Wanderer. I don't know. Does this guy have a name? A dark-skinned man adorned with bright scarves and trinkets. I'm looking for a little advice. Chuck pulls out a set of tarot cards. Let me consult the cards. He shuffles the cards. Chuck pulls out a card with a picture of a man with a vibro knife and a flag. The Prince of Swords in the northwest. Must face a powerful foe far to the northwest. Do you actually believe this stuff? It works for me. If you don't want to believe, then it's not for you. I guess we each have our own beliefs. Indeed we do, and your universe is shaped by your beliefs, while my universe is shaped by my thoughts. We may not share beliefs, but I wish you well in your universe. So that's just another hint that what we're looking for, our ultimate goal, is in the northwest. I think Smitty's over here. Good day, what can I do for you? May I ask your name? Well, everyone just calls me Smitty, probably because I'm the local blacksmith. I need you to fix these parts for me so that I can fix your hydroponic farms. Yes, I can fix this. Give me some time. Here you are. Smitty hands you the fixed parts. Miles takes a look at take the parts from you. Looks like Smitty did a great job on these. Thanks for the help. And here's some stuff for your trouble. Miles sends you some caps and some stim packs. If you ever get back this way, you might want to look me and Smitty up. We might be able to help you out with some adjustments to some of your equipment. Smitty can work wonders on certain guns, and I can help out with certain sorts of armor. Looks like you found some power armor. I've heard of a chemical process that I could use to harden the surface of the armor. However, I'm missing some information which could give me the last few cues to how the formula and regions necessary. I've heard the librarian in the hub, Miss Stapleton, has some journals and books that might be of use. If you could get some of those from there, I could probably test the process on your armor. Sounds good. I'll go talk to Miss Stapleton. So yeah, basically, power armor is the end game, but it can be even stronger. But you have to help them with their hydroponics farm, and then go back to the hub. First, we're gonna save because this will probably be a pain. To the hub. Katja insists sometimes on using throwing knives. They don't do any damage, really, and by this point in the game, like, by the time I have her right now, she's kind of useless with them. But at least she doesn't pick them back up, so once she is done throwing them, she'll switch back to the SMG. I'll actually be leveling up soon. And we're back to being over-encumbered. Hi, welcome to the library. I don't think I've seen you around these parts before. What might you be looking for in the way of knowledge? Do you have a set of chemistry journals? Miles added to them, said you might. Yes, I've heard from Miles, and I have the ones he's looking for. They will cost you $7.50. That sounds good. Here's the money. Here you are, sir. Say hello to Miles for me. So yeah, we came out all this way just to, basically just get some books. Thankfully, it's basically just a stone throws away. Yeah. Miles? Had a chance to get to the oven yet and visit Miss Stapleton? Yes, yeah, here are the books. Miles takes the books from you and starts flipping through them. Yes, he mumbles to himself for a few more minutes. Well, I think I can figure it out, but it will take a full day for the bonding to occur. Is that acceptable? Not a problem. Miles takes your armor from you. Miles hands your armor back to you. It seems to glint a little more than it did before. Well, I think it worked. Hope it helps you out. So that's the hardened power armor. I'm not sure what it... What? For some reason, we weigh a lot more now, for some reason. So, I think we need to offload some of this somewhere. I know there's a merchant around here. Yeah, I know I'm overloaded. Yeah, if I ever get plasma rifle, which I never will, he can fix it up for me. I know there's a merchant around here somewhere, I just don't know where. I don't know why my weight's all messed up now. Like, I don't know. Does the armor weigh like 10 pounds more? That's weird. That's all for now. Alright, that should offset it enough for at least, for us to get back to the gun runners. Alright. So, we're locked, loaded, and we have the best armor in the game. We can now take on the Deathclaws. Just as a precaution. And I'll be right back. What is this kid game? Too easy. Time never gonna see me throw anything. Alright. Let's deal with these things. It's gonna be a fight just to get to the boss. 6 shots, so that means I can move, Wow, okay, that's... No, thank you, Katja, you're helping me. There we go. Yeah, we should be able to just, like, run through these guys, no problem. Actually, you know what? Let's grind out a bit. Let's kill this other guy over here, just so we can go in with, leveled up. Yeah, this thing just rips him apart. Oh man, I've actually learned something from this. I said this all the way back in the first part, but with the Fallout 2 and 1 and 2 mod, companions can actually level up. So, let's pump up big guns. Our science. And our speech. So the last two, I think I'll invest that into you know, outdoorsman, just for like the tiniest bit of help. Alright. So, this encounter. In order to beat the quest, we have to kill this thing. Looks like a normal Deathclaw, it's the Mother Deathclaw. 320 hit points. So that's about 70 more than the regular Deathclaw. The gimmick with it is isn't just that, what? The gimmick isn't just that they're tough, but also we're in a pitch black room. Like, it doesn't matter how good your... There we go. I don't mind if I missed. So yeah, this is basically like the only time where I think flares are really useful. It doesn't really matter, I'm gonna blow it away in a second. Oh yeah, this will take no time at all. Without power armor and without like your 4 companions, this can be a brutal fight. Just because it depends on so much like random numbers. Will this kill dog meat? No. Oh yeah, next turn, dead. And then dog meat has moved. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna see if I can kill it without killing... And I accidentally reloaded. So, can't do anything this turn. You can handle it, Tycho. I believe in you. Alright. Let's hope this works. There we go. Yeah, like I said, if you don't have power armor, you don't have a minigun like this, and you, go in with, like, just any other gun, and just no flares, no nothing, it is a brutal, brutal fight. You'll be save scumming to hell and back. I'm not sure if destroying the eggs is necessary, but I'm still going to do it because I think they do give you XP. And that's all she wrote. Alright. So yeah, no more Deathclaws are going to spawn around here, at least not regularly like they have been. Need to speak to Gabriel. Yeah, I remember you. Go on in. Have some more stuff to sell, at least. So I'll never need flares again, I can guarantee that. Frankly, I don't really need flares at all, just regularly, but, especially not now. Okay. I'm feeling like such a Scrooge because I don't want to, like... I don't want to sell. I don't want to actually have to pay for it, but like, I'm not gonna need the money really going forward. So, well. 2,000. How much? $30. Oh wait, I'm paying way too much. There we go. Even. Oh, right, I actually have to talk to the guy. I think I've killed all the Deathclaws. We need to be sure. We've killed over 20 in the past 2 years, and they always seem to come back. We could never figure out how. Let's give it a few days, and if they are still gone, we'll see what we can do for you. I don't remember if this was a thing before. I remember you just have to, like, kill them all, and then you go back to him, and he gives you the guns, but, I destroyed all the eggs. Alright, whatever. I'll wait a day. Alright, I'm gonna go check and see if I missed any eggs or anything. Because something's up. This has literally never happened to me before. there's one over there. I guess I can kill that one just for shits and giggles. Alright, there we go. Now, is that all of them? Whatever, I'm gonna go check and see in the basement and see if I missed any. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but this is weird to me. I've never experienced this happening before. Yeah, all the eggs are destroyed. Every single death claw everywhere is dead. So I'm gonna go talk to him. If not, we'll have to just go find a place to sit around. What? You killed them all? Thank the gods. Now we can move to a new place where we can get our own materials and not have to rely on those snakes and additum. You name it, you've got it, friends. I have some friends who really use some of your weapons. You got it. Let your friends know that they got their weapons. Alright. Now, with all that said and done, we can finally take out the regulators. So like I said, it's kind of a weird quest because normally, like, the golden path would be like, tell Zimmerman about what really happened and convince him. But if you just tell him, then the regulators just shoot him instantly and then you have to fight them all. So the only other options are slaughter the whole, well, not the whole town, but kill all the regulators, including Zimmerman. Or you have to kill Razor, which we don't want to do, but so Zimmerman just has to die for the correct path. looks like we'll be done after this. Again, feels like a very last-minute thing, because besides the Followers of the Apocalypse, nothing really relates to the main quest. Nothing in Junktown did either, but also that Junktown has an end slide. The Boneyard doesn't. Thank you for all your help. We're going to invade Aditum. We could really use someone like you on our side. Sure, I'd be glad to take the regulators down. Great, let's go. Alright. Now, probably the largest encounter in the game. Like, bar none, largest encounter. There are a dozen or so people we have to take out. Yeah, and the blades are just everywhere. So, let's get to it. Mentioning the gods. They never explain what that means, though. Like, there's, the people in Shady Sands believe in something called Dharma, but that's like a Hindu thing, I believe. Why did a regulator use Radway? Oh yeah, I think the regulators are just gonna try and ethnically cleanse this whole town. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they kill Zimmerman regardless. Oh. Dog was hit and killed. Like, so much is going on right now, it's hard to keep track of. I think there's just gonna be corpses everywhere in a second. Lorraine doesn't die, I like her. So it's everybody against the regulators, except Smitty. He's just hanging out. Even Miles is getting up to throw hands, but no, not Smitty, I guess. Nice. Guy got melted. Yeah, it's all-out war, right? This is actually, like, this is a really cool encounter. Like, I've been talking, like, down about, like, this, because, you know, like, yeah, it's kind of irrelevant, but this is really cool. Okay, Smitty is finally waking up. Just this one right in the middle getting beaten down by the citizens. Is he dead? someone just got vaporized, I think. Friendly fire? Yeah, this is kind of a... okay, yeah, it looks like the regulator over there got killed. And Lorraine's dead. Shit. I liked her. Oh well. Yeah, just total mob justice going on here. Like, it's hard to keep track of everything, actually. Ah! That's, oh, man. We're here to free them, not... No, we're killing... Finally! The slaughter. Shit. Yeah, that's the other thing, like, friendly fire is so easy during this part of the game, during this fight. It's just this mob of people coming by. Everybody has to have their turn. But yeah, the regulators don't stand a chance. At least the right people are dying this time. Looks like there's only one of them left. For some reason, this child is reading as red, and I don't like that. That seems suspicious to me. And now we just gotta wait for everyone to have their turn. Everybody just shuffling across the map. I don't think the Blades had any casualties. I think it's only the regulators and the Addy-towners. Ian might bite it soon, and I'm not going to be save scumming anymore. If someone dies now, I think I'm going to just let them. And that's all she wrote. What a mess. Yeah, Smitty, you got any words of wisdom? Sure. Take the money, take the stims. Thankfully, nobody in Fallout ever cares if you just rob bodies. Thankfully, friendly fire didn't have much of an effect, because sometimes friendly fire happens and it's just everybody shooting everybody. Like, your companion, if you get shot by one of the Blades, then the regulators come in. If you get shot by one of the regulators, your companions will read that action as, oh, this guy's an enemy now. And then it's your companions versus the regulators, which means meaning you have to fight the regulators, and then it means you have to reload a save. It's a big mess. But yeah, really cool. And there's Razor, I guess, to give us our congratulations, maybe some money. last time I forgot what the proper way to do the quest was, so I needed guns because I was about to go do something. Okay, so the playthrough I did right before this one, how it went was, how'd it go? I wanted to get to the necropolis, but I said I want guns to deal with the mutants there, so I went and did the Deathclaw quest, to get the gun runners free. So that was hard because I only had the 223 pistol, which is good, but not that good for fighting Deathclaw. Anyway, I said, okay, what do you want as a reward? They said, what do you want for a reward? I said, oh, can you give me free guns? I said, okay. And then I went back to the blades, and I was like, okay, can we start the quest? He's like, no, you took all our guns. We can't fight back now. And I was like, okay. And then I couldn't finish the quest. There's dead Mr. Zimmerman. But yeah, it's a pretty fun quest, but it feels like just to belabor the point, kind of thin. Oh wow, it's got a ton of ammo. Where'd he get all this stuff? Not a big fan of the government. Thank you for helping us with regulators. Please feel free to stay on as long as you want. You might want to check in with Miles and Smitty. They might be able to help you with your further travels. And that's it. Adatum is free, and we can now move on to the end game. Caleb just got turned into a pile of goo. Let's see what... Maybe Miles does have something to say. Maybe just a thank you. Alright, yeah, he's got nothing to say. Alright, that should about do it. How long have we been going? Yeah, about 2 hours. Next time we're actually going to head back to the Glow, because we have some unfinished business there, and we're, properly leveled. We have the... why am I healing? I'm going to have to heal right again as soon as I load up. But yeah, we're the proper level now, and we have good weapons, good skills, and yeah. That's what we'll do next time. Like I always say, if you go to my Twitch account, you can find stream archives to all this on YouTube, so even when it expires on here, you can still watch them. Maybe give it a follow on my Twitter if you want to have more alerts. But other than that, I will see you all, not tomorrow, I actually have work tomorrow, so probably not. Sunday sounds good. Yeah. Till then, goodbye. And have a nice day.